guys, welcome to the garage, or welcome back. I'm gonna try to switch some things up here, maybe do a little bit more on screen, do some more in-car driving, things like that, maybe give you guys my opinion that nobody really cares for. If there's any ideas that you guys have or anything you guys want to see, certain things, I know people had asked me before, like, hey, you know, just do a video driving around the car, you know, just daily driving, I guess, to see how dry. I mean, it's just a stock Coyote, really. But anyway, I ended up making a video, and that video did pretty good. But I'm trying to get rich off YouTube now, so I need you guys to help me. So I've never asked you to subscribe before. I'll give you guys free information, literally 100% free. Best you could do is subscribe. That's it. Subscribe, view the videos, whatever. I got a GoPro camera now. If you follow my channel, then you guys know how much I've complained about not having a memory and things like that on my phone, and always having issues, even though I had iCloud and whatnot. So I got a GoPro now. I just pull out the little SD card, slide it into the little plug that goes into my phone, and boom, straight to the gallery. So it's a lot easier. So I'll be posting a lot more now. I was doing a video about this car here, which is my son's car. I got it for him when he was 6 years old. He just turned 11. And by the time he's able to drive, he'll have a nice Fox body, and it won't be $1 million. I feel like making a video talking about the prices and all that, but you know, that's, yeah, anyway, I don't want to get into that. But anyway, it's a Gen 2 6R80. I'm still not sure if I'm going to put the turbo on this car or on my white car. And then I have obviously the Cobra Jet. I think I have another throttle body for it, injectors, and a big nice NA converter for it. So I'm not sure which one's getting what yet, but for sure this one's got tubular K member, new edge A-arms, new edge spindles, 17 by 10.5s in the front, 17 by 10.5 in the back, 275 on all four, and it has the IRS. I think I'm going to add in all the other videos on this video. Once I edit it, I'm going to add in all the other small videos I was making before it, and then I'll just put this one in the beginning, and then I'll just make an outro, I guess. All right, so I explained the lower area here. There you're gonna have to, one of the quad shock bolts lines up, and I'll show you guys what I did to the bracket to make both of the bolts work. And then on the bottom, I just welded it along the edge here, along the back edge here, along the edge that goes this way, and then the one that crosses this way. It's kind of hard to get down there, but the lighting on this camera is not that great, so I have to literally carry another light with me. But if anyone knows how to fix that, let me know. So I welded it up there in case you ever want to remove, in case I ever want to remove it, then I could just cut these welds off. Might do another one here, but probably not necessary. I'll put another one here, maybe one here, but this is in place, and then this can be removed by just that bolt. I explained in the other part of the video, if you guys will probably see it, about the IRS and whatnot. But I got steel braided lines for the brakes, which was way easier and way cheaper than trying to buy a kit that'll, you know, screw into the stock ones. Again, this car has 4-cylinder rear brake lines. I made the other videos like a week ago, so I don't know what I already talked about. So if you hear it twice on the video, forgive me. I'm not a YouTuber, but anyway. This one has 4-cylinder brake lines because it was originally a 4-cylinder, and the 4-cylinder hard line to that rubber line, where on a V8 it would normally be above the rear differential, and it has that rubber brake line for, like, I don't know, 6 or 8 inches, and then it has the little junction point where it breaks off to, you know, to go to the calipers or to the drums. This one, since it's a 4-cylinder, the brake lines run on the opposite side because the fuel lines are on the opposite side on the 4-cylinder, yada yada. So the junction point on this one, the hard brake line, ends like right by the lower torque box right there. So I got a T, a AN fitting T that, you know, it'll screw into that, and then it'll have I have, you know, -3 AN line going to the caliper and then to the other caliper. So I'll show you guys that right now when I get up. But yeah, dude, these things are, IRS is way easier to put in than a stock 8.8. Solid rear, I should say. Still an 8.8, but a solid rear, I should say. The bottom part literally just slid right into the lower torque boxes, And then that just slid right in. If you want to remove the springs, you unbolt it, let it hang down, and the spring literally popped right out. Originally, I didn't cut the springs or nothing. I put the isolators in there and whatnot. And then the car was sitting way too high. So I tried removing isolators, spinning it around, yada yada, and it didn't work. So I ended up just cutting a half a coil, I think, or a coil off of it. It's not gonna change anything. It's not gonna ride like shit. I'm not gonna crash the car. Like, come on, be real. And I'm gonna use the yellow conies if I could get them to fit on here. I'm gonna use the yellow conies that I have for it. It's got 355s or 373s. I can't remember, but I really should have got this powder coated or something because it looks hella clean from back here. But anyway, let me show you guys the brake lines. All right, so this is what I'm gonna use. This will literally screw right in to the hard brake line that, like I said, ends at the rear passenger torque box. It'll screw right into it. And then these ones will go into that. Bam, one there. And then these have a 90-degree bend. And then just the banjo bolt that goes into the caliper, and that's it. Boop, this clears everything. I've already test fitted it all. Everything will work. And it should be way easier to run these. Obviously the longer side on the driver side, because like I said, it's on the rear passenger side. This was the most expensive thing. I think this thing was like, I couldn't find anything with the fittings that I needed without using reducers and things like that, adapters, whatever. This was the only one I could find that went to the size I wanted, all in one shot. This I think was like, I can't remember, but it was anywhere from like $40 to $80 for this, something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, these other ones were all pretty cheap. So if you can find this cheaper, like on Amazon or eBay, and you're willing to wait to ship it from like China or whatever, or overseas, wherever it's coming from, you can find it for like 15 bucks or so. But I paid, I think, 50, 60, 70, 80, something like that. And then, you know, I ran these right here. These are probably like, I mean, altogether, I probably spent like $100 or something, 120 maybe. And there's kits that they sell that are fairly expensive. So that's how the car sits. Obviously, it's, you know, it's gonna need an alignment. I'm gonna try to get it a little bit lower. If worse comes to worse and I can't get it any lower, then I might just do coilovers in the rear as well. I can camber it a little bit, so, and then plus I still gotta leave space for the weight of the battery and, you know, things like that. Right now it has a 8-inch spring, which is, you know, it's supposed to go on the back, but I didn't have another one. I'm waiting on the 10s. I'm gonna run like 10, I think 300 or 10 275 in the front. I can't remember what I had or what I was gonna order, but there it is. I'm gonna start working on this one here. This one is, can I zoom out while I'm recording? No. This one's just gonna get a 505 speed. Like I said a few times already, I had a 4-cylinder to V8 swap video before where I literally detailed everything. So if you guys are interested in seeing that and actually seeing the whole thing start to finish, like I said, the other one kind of suddenly ended and I never really went over all of the final touches, then let me know and I'll actually spend my time doing it. It's gonna get a 505 speed, a OEM harness, OEM computer, obviously, and then a couple little bolts. I think it has like a throttle body and like headers and exhaust, and that's pretty much it. And then oh, and then this one's gonna get a supercharger, one of those superchargers that's designed to pretty much like basically just go straight onto a stock car. It'll have the FMU, but you're gonna run, you know, stock injector, stock pump, stock manifold, everything will be stock. And it works. I drove the car that had the 505 speed with it before, and it actually worked pretty damn good. It felt good. It felt like a little bit faster than like a basic GT40 setup. So to have a stock 5.0, complete stock 5.0, and just throw that blower on there, I guess that's where it should be, I guess. But yeah, that's it. If there's anything else you guys want to see, like always, let me know, man, and I'll see what I can do. Thanks my boy Brian for the poster. Maxim Motorsports sending me their care package. All right, guys, check me out on Instagram, PCPAlan. I think I made a page for the garage because I needed one. for a raffle, I think. But PCP Garage is the name of the page. PCP Garage 209, I think. I follow it, so you guys will see it. PCP Allen is mine, all one word. A-L-A-N. PCP A-L-A-N. All right, guys.